Hi, I'm Airyus, and I play Blades. I've been playing since Early Access launched in 2018. Since then, I've managed to gather 5 artifact items from all the treasure chests I've opened. Please take note, this does not include the special artifact type items you get from certain quests, like this helmet I'm wearing. I took it from the previous Grand Champion of the Arena, which was the culmination of the really cool Arena Quest series that came out with a 1.7 update. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then ha ha ha, not going to spoil it for you. But if you are interested in this quest, talk to Nora in town when you're at the right level. She'll tell you all about it. There are other items like Bone Shaver, the Grand Champion's sword, and some other things that will definitely not be highlighted in this video. So, without further ado, here are the 5 artifact weapons I've managed to pull out of various chests in my 2 years of playing this game. First up, we have Volendrong, the ancient weapon of a Dwemer Chieftain. Seriously? The dude just decides to huck it across Tamriel like Thor and set up shop wherever it landed? Yeah. Neat. That's my kind of chieftain. I remember pulling this out of a gold chest around level 30. At the time, it was a pretty good weapon. That stamina drain with a regen attached makes it a really nice weapon for early arena. It's really too bad there's not something like this at max level. I think a nice version of this weapon for endgame players would be to have it as a Daedric weapon with 175 damage to stamina and to restore stamina by up to 15 points. In any case, I did use it in the arena early on, but I grew out of it really quick after getting to about the 1k mark. This was well before the reset happened too, so if you've been in the arena for a while, you remember what it was like after the reset. In any case, it was fun using it, but now I don't. Next up, we have Dawnbreaker, the flaming sword crafted by the Daedric Princess Meridia herself. Now, this is probably one of my favorite looking swords in the game. I mean, check it out. The handle, the guard, the super cool flames. I mean, again, it's too bad this is another low level weapon. I did pick it up from a legendary chest, the one that I got after defeating the Lich King in the main storyline. I used it in PvE afterwards, and it was really nice against all the undead things, but it too was easy to grow out of. If I was to balance it for endgame content, I would again make it a Daedric weapon with 30 points more effective at setting things on fire, 30 points of elemental penetration, and I'd probably keep the 20% damage to undead. Overall, it's a cool weapon. Well, not too long after, I managed to pick up Spellbreaker. This was forged by the Daedric Prince Periite. This shield puts up a rank 5 ward while you block. That's actually a pretty cool enchantment, considering that you could spam block and release to put the ward back up. The downside is, if your opponent blows past your ward with excess damage, you end up getting stunned. And as you know, getting stunned is just a death sentence in PvP. I did find some good use with it in PvE. I was having a lot of trouble with enemies that would cast Wall of Fire, like the Goblin Shaman, or Daedric Warlock. To counter them, I would put the ward up with block, and it would mitigate a good chunk of that damage. Overall, it's slightly underpowered for endgame content, but it definitely has potential for being a niche kind of shield for certain situations. I'd be interested if you had the shield and came up with a pretty cool build. Tell me all about it. This next artifact was picked up from a random Elder chest when I was around level 25 or so. You can see that it has a health regen enchantment that procs after you kill a humanoid creature. It's basically meh, just another cool item to collect. The last and definitely the most useful item out of the artifacts I've collected is the Warlock's Ring. Now, a lot of folks out there seem to think that this is the end-all, mythical, holy grail of artifact weapons. Or, in this case, I guess it's a ring. Now, I ain't gonna lie, it's actually really cool to get that attack speed boost and not have to rock a speed enchantment on your weapon. While the speed enchantment is really good, I prefer to have a weapon that drains a resource or does elemental damage. Not saying that that's the best setup, but really it's just what fits my playstyle. The other enchantment that reflects a portion of the spell damage is pretty mediocre, but still nice to have. Overall, if this ring fits into your build, it could totally be deadly. Imagine if you were running a stamina regen build with the speed of a light weapon plus a Warlock Ring, and then you pop Reckless Fury. By golly, that's a lot of damage. Or you have a two-handed weapon with a speed enchant plus Warlock Ring. Get lucky with some piercing enchantments that bypass resistances, and by golly, that's a lot of damage. So that's it for my collection. I'm pretty sure there's a list out there somewhere that shows all the cool artifact weapons you could get. I'd look it up right now so I could tell you, but I really don't want to. Thanks for watching. Feel free to link your own videos that show other artifact weapons. I would love to see what kind of collection we can all put together. Have fun. Cheers.